Um, so welcome to Leah Needs a Minute. It's the time when I talk about, I just check in with the Coffee Girl people and just talk about what's going on in my life and what I've learned as a businesswoman. I've been doing one a week or one a day this week, and that's been kind of an interesting thing to think about. So, this week I was thinking about it's Friday, and I'm enjoying the Omission Pale Ale. It's gluten-free beer. I never really drink it. It's like $10 for a six pack, whatever. So it's like a special treat for me. I paid off I got caught up on a couple bills, and that feels really good. So I guess celebrate. I don't know. Sure, why not? Do you need a reason to drink Omission gluten-free pale ale? Ding. Okay, so back to this. I think that what I've learned by working for Cafe Girl is honor your commitments, or just in general in life. What I've found is that starting my career, starting this business, and being professional has made me realize that life that life business the business aspect of your life isn't just business. Like, nothing is isolated when it comes to who we are. Everything overlaps and everything teaches, or should. And I feel like I have not only grown professionally by advancing and learning how to be a businesswoman, how to be an entrepreneur, what that means, but I have also grown spiritually and grown emotionally, and grown as an artist. And I feel like they all overlap. I feel like I can kind of almost just fall into what it means to be an artist and then fall back into like they all just kind of overlap. Like running a business, writing a business plan, whatever. It's all like kind of tied up in this art brain, but I'm also using my left brain. So that's just an interesting thing for me to think about. But in that, I've come across people, when I tell people I love them, it never dies, but I've come across people that have taken advantage or whatnot. And as I think about that, I kind of think about the idea of be best. That keeps coming to my mind. Or heap burning coals on their head. But no, seriously, I think, yes, that's a funny idea, but I think that that comes back to me in my heart. That's an aspect of vengeance, like an aspect of I'll get you back. Here, I'm going to be so nice that I'm going to make you feel bad. It's like, no, I need to check myself. And even if I have to have tough love and separate myself from somebody that's being toxic and trying to take advantage of me, and then they get upset and they throw shade at me, I need to just not engage, not just outwardly, but also inwardly. I need to remember the good memories I have with that person, and just hold that space, and as I move away. Because people come and go in our life. We're not always 100% together, just how life is. So that gives me just pause to think about what I've learned, what people have shared with me. And I think that all of this has helped me, to become more whole. And I think that's the most important thing in life and whatever we do. I think that's everyone's journey, is to become more and more whole. So I think honoring my commitments and keeping my word, and being ethically minded. What you see is what you get, and just always being true to myself, and and being respectful, being honest, coming from a place of love, even if it's tough love. And that gives me something happened last night. So this is our mascot. His name is Racky. I had him when I was a little girl, and long story short, he ended up at my house from my parents' house. I asked them this. I was doing this play where my character had this long monologue about raccoons, and I was like, "Dude, can you send that up to me, Mom?" I didn't call her dude though, and so so she sent it up. And then when we were filming Homesick the first time, I brought it over. And the guy playing the doctor, I had several different things, and I was like, which is your doctor's thing? And he originally chose this. And then it evolved into something where Raki appears in the background of like almost everything we do, production wise. And then also we were at the rap party back in the day at like a bar, and it was like 5 of us, because that's how it was back then. And we were just hanging out, and I had Raki there. And one of my other friends was like, oh, you know what? I could draw a picture of Raki and he could be the mascot. And I was like, that's fun. Yeah, let's do that. Whatever, if you want to do it. And I thought it was just kind of a fun thing, like just happenstance. But I was hanging out with my friend last night who used to work at the cafe where I originally got the title Cafe Girl. And he was telling me that when he used to work there. And so he was telling me in the morning when he was making the muffins and such, he would get the muffins ready, go sit outside and smoke a cigarette. And he would be sitting outside and smoking a cigarette. And there was this raccoon across the street that was dumpster diving. So he started sketching with a cigarette, the raccoon. And there's like a raccoon there. So I thought, oh my God, even back then, like this was not an accident. Like, this is, wow. So I looked up what it meant, raccoon, a spirit animal, and I'm going to read it to you right now. I just did this on Instagram, but it's hard I just go to all 3 and just send them out. So the raccoon spirit animal is a problem solver, a clever totem that raccoon offers lessons about the importance of adaptability in any situation and taking the time to look at the entire picture, not just what one sees. Those who have their raccoon as their totem are problem solvers who leave no stone unturned in their quest for truth and solutions. As they remain calm under pressure, these individuals also have an insatiable curiosity about the world around them while possessing the wherewithal to look before they leap. So that's definitely something that I have learned, adaptability and just kind of remaining calm under pressure and stepping back in a situation. So the raccoon power animal is also symbolic of disguise, secrecy, curiosity, intelligence, courage, resourcefulness, assertiveness, questioning, illusion, adaptability, self-defense. The most recognizable physical trait of a raccoon is its mask. The spirit animal's classification as a shapeshifter originates with this symbol of transformation. It is important to remember no one is exactly what he or she seems. This power animal's mask is a symbolic of humans' ability to adapt or shapeshift in different situations. Masks have been used for centuries by every society to achieve altered states. The art of mask making has existed the world around and is used for celebrations, ceremonies, and magical rituals. Once behind a mask, a person can become someone or something else. The mask helps us change helps us change who and what we are to who and what we want to be. Because I think a lot of times when I play a character, what are we doing? We're filming movies and actors are portraying characters and writers are writing the characters and directors are directing that, and we're all kind of engaging in the story. When I play those characters or when I write those stories, I find myself learning and becoming who I want to be, not just on screen or on stage or on the page, but I learn and I become that in a sense through the process of creating it, or I work something out that I need to work out by creating that. He's helpful in revealing all the facades of your personality. The raccoon spirit animal's presence in your life may be helping you to transform into something or someone new. Very cool. I've definitely noticed that. Raccoons love to explore. I love this one because by nature, they're extremely curious. This often leads them to get into things they shouldn't. Ooh, their nighttime excursions are mini adventures, and raccoons can cover a lot of distance in an evening. They are keen to constantly explore new realms. The raccoon spirit animal may be a sign that it's time to get curious and start exploring. So I laugh at that because in the cafe days where I became the cafe girl, there was a group of boys, and that's basically what they would do at night. They'd we'd all go to a bar, and then we'd be like, let's go for a hike. And we'd be gone for whatever. We'd just hike up into the hills. It's just kind of interesting to me. The courageous raccoon. Raccoons are extremely courageous and can even be quite ferocious for small animals, and definitely have developed a lot of confidence and courage by doing this whole thing. Not just with the business, but also way back when. That was, I think, something that the boys kind of infused in me, was that aspect of courage. and I had to go through my own trials, or like the Kabbalah. What is that? Like the tree of life, where you go through that kind of murky, and then you come out on the other side. I had to kind of go through that many, many times. And I had to, and in that I developed courage. Despite the raccoon's clever and emphatic nature, it will fight when it feels threatened. Likewise, it teaches you to be aware of when to let things slide and when you should stand up for yourself. Many North American Indian tribes have long viewed the raccoon as a trickster. It's known for its stealthy ability to scavenge. The raccoon has the uncanny ability to acquire what it needs and escape dangerous situations. Its dexterity sets it apart from the other animals. Like all totems, the raccoon enters your life to teach you specific lessons. Yes, amen. Once the raccoon animal totem becomes your power animal, it is by your side for the rest of your life. Developing and understanding this unique relationship takes time and patience. So I agree with that, definitely. Because I think that not only I'm a Taurus, and I'm loyal and faithful, and even when people throw shade at me or decide not to be my friend or whatever that means, I don't chase them after anymore, but my love goes with them. I will always be them. If I ever told you I love you, I love you. And something that I've had to struggle with a lot of times is I have such a loyalty, and if I find that one of my friends has been hurt, I will naturally want to hurt the person that has hurt them. And I've learned that the best revenge is success, not just for me, but for my friends that are alongside. So I think that I kind of take that with me, because it really is, it's not to show off to the person, like, look how good I'm doing. Haha, you suck. It's actually like, it can start that way, but then it comes to a place where you're like, I don't care what they think anymore. And I think that is something. And so I think not only will I always be your friend if you've worked alongside of me or care for you, but I think that you need to be aware of this, that if you've worked for Cafe Girl in any capacity, whether short-term or long-term, not only are you always a Cafe Girl or a barista boy, but I think this raccoon spirit animal is watching over you. So I encourage you to look more into it and think about what it could mean for you personally. Anyways, that's all I have to say. And well, I'm going to hop on over to Facebook in a bit and do the same thing there. But I hope you have a good night. I don't know if I'm super busy this weekend with everything, and we're having the wrap party for both web series on Sunday. So I'm going to be running around planning that and getting all the food and everything that I need. So, and cleaning the house maybe, and just other things I have to do. So I may not be on here. You may not hear from me, and that's okay. So I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope that you continue to live your best life, and find out more about Cafe Girl Productions at www.cafegirlproductions.com or www.patreon.com/Cafe Girl Productions. And bye.